Okay, Bob, the video that we did on Wednesday didn't come out very well. So I'm going to redo some things with some important points of what we've been talking about and some ideas that you can be working on while you're waiting to connect some of these other ideas. I'm going to be working in the key of A, which is this, the 5th fret. If you can see the end of my guitar, I'm limited on what I can do. So I've got an A here, I've got an A here, putting my first finger on the A, or here. Now, on this one, I've got another string here, so I can go. While I'm bending this, I'm playing 7 and 9, and then releasing the bend. Here I don't have that, but if we go here, this is a D and an E. You can actually make a jump. No. Or actually play on this A here, but you have both to deal with. That's another idea where on the second note you go up 1 fret. So I bend up here, stop it, release, ghost bend, and relieve. You can do that anywhere. Now you've got the 3 frets up rule. Let's see if I can. So that gets you into the minor. Putting my 3rd finger here's another A up here, and A here on the major. Now, here's some of those Albert Lee licks that we were talking about. One thing that I wanted to share with you is some ways that Albert Lee gets from one place to another. And one is, if you're starting on this A on the 2nd fret here, when he's ready to go to the A minor, which is here on the 5th fret, he slides this first finger up and it gets a really nice sound of a 9. Hold on just a second. Judah, are you doing okay? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Set up. Sorry, had to check on the kids. So you got this A major, and then you just slide up. So wherever your first finger is, 9, you slide, the root note, you slide up 2 frets and you're at the. So he's back on this A, then walking chromatically to the 3rd, then ending here. So this is just, he does it in a million different variations. We got. So if you're seeing me back home. Okay. So getting that idea Going back to this, same idea. Here's the A, here's your root. Sliding up, and it'll get you into the minor. Then you're in the minor right here, same thing. And that gets a lot of mileage, so you can go. Same thing here. B, A, now coming back up, if I'm in my minor pentatonic, we talked about we could add the third. Well, from here you can slide up a whole step and get this kind of thing that we were talking about in the Dwight Yoakam stuff. It's based out of this A7 chord, which is like a D7 down here. So you can, now on the way back up, this is the 5. This is what you're doing when you're bending. You're going up to the 5, which is equivalent to this. They're at unison. But you do that. When you're coming back, you can go chromatically and then go back to that note like this. It's very helpful from the 5 going 5, flat 5, 4, back to 5. Then right there I'm going minor third to third, and then I'm kind of falling into the root note right here. So let me just demonstrate how that can help. Here we go. Let's see, in a lot of different. Right there I did a variation. And I'm doing a flat finger on 5 into the 3rd octave down right here. So we've got, you know, okay. Up. So right there, E, which is the 5, chromatic down to the D, back up. And working these ideas through the octaves. Sorry. I'm looking at the camera, and sometimes that tricks my eyes. So you've got E, E, E. So if you go, you can get a lot of mileage getting it through, because getting to these things, there's a lot of ways to get to them, but getting back sometimes it can really stick you. So if you can have these things, you can do that on any of these. So that's one thing that you can be kind of working on to help you connect these pentatonic ideas. The other thing that you can do is this other thing going up. He does a sliding pentatonic scale, which is a major pentatonic starting on the 5, and normally when we're here we're doing this, but he's actually using this as a major. So he's going 1, 2 with the 3rd finger and then sliding up to E. Okay, then he repeats. So he's got, right there's the A. So same thing again. Right here, though, you need to use your second finger to get you here. Don't forget that. So it's... So going up, you've got this. Going down, you got this. He also does this right here as a, when he gets here, sometimes he'll go back up. That's a nice little lick right there. It's starting on the 5. It's like a lead into this, but he's going. That's very Albert Lee. So going in there. Or you can go. I repeated it a octave up. Now linking them together, you got. Sorry. Right there I went. That 9. Then I just found another variation that he does all the time from this. Instead of going in here, he lands on the 9. It's a great lick. So it's going 5, flat 5, 4, 9. Then I reach up here with the 3rd, and I'm doing an F sharp minor, which is the equivalent of here. It's a nice lick. It's been a while since I've studied this Albert Lee stuff, and now I'm recalling a lot. I forget how much I used this. So I got... I'm using these movable ideas. So I'm going... That's nice. So I'm going starting here on the 5. That's another one. Sliding up to the C sharp E and then walking it back. So I'm going C sharp E, D, B, into that minor pin. that minor arpeggio. So you got two ideas. Going up, I'm doing this. So while you're waiting for these ideas to really catch in, work on this stuff, even though it might not be ready or fluent for a while, but for you to be working on them now, It'll give you a spot to where hopefully when you get this other stuff will be starting to connect. Turn it into an exercise. Then go up. Sorry. So it's one. Oh, sorry. One. And then work on the others. Let's see. Which one? Yeah, I like that one a lot. So remember, C sharp, which is on the 11th fret, to the E. So I'm going third, third, and really a third, but you're also putting this down here. And you can do that anywhere. Or so work on practicing these licks like what I was just doing there, giving yourself a little window that forces you to get in time with it. I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'm right on the 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So I vamp a measure and then play a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put them both in. 1 and 2, 3. Nah, I'm getting off. Let's see. Sing Me Back Home. Let's think about Working Man for a second. Remember keeping that bit. Getting a good. Let's see if I can remember. Albert had let's see. Let's see. I can't do it and think about it. That's it. So what I'm doing, keeping that in the air. So it's going, let's see. So I'm going. So what I'm doing here, kind of the Working Man blues, he does that a lot. What I'm doing to get that pop is with my right hand, if I can find the camera on this thing, it's frustrating. It's over here. Okay. I'm actually, when I'm picking the string and then immediately popping, so it gets me this. It's on the same string. So if I'm doing a chord like this, I'm hitting the top, the G. So when I'm doing that, I'm playing. So going right there. Third, 7 and 3rd. It's a nice thing to do. So putting it back together. right there I'm doing this. I'm playing the 4th string. I'm holding a D, 4, 3, and 2, and I'm playing my pick on the 4th string using my fingers, just like working man. Hear that? So I'm going 4, 3, and 2 with my fingers, and then I'm doing, and I'm hammering on that same. So we got or remember your 3rd and 7, bend to 1, pop over on it. However you can do it. Putting this, listen, I'm gonna try not to stop this time. I'm just gonna jam for a minute. So now I'm getting off. The key to making these double stops sound funky is if you're thinking of 8th notes going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you're playing on the ups, you're putting your muted note on the first part of the beat so that your double stops come in on the end. So it's like one and, one and, one and. Also doing triplet and, triplet and. D chord is out of this, but I'm just using a triad, C, F sharp, and then A, and I'm doing this using fingers 2 and 3. Another place. All right, well, that's some new stuff to throw in to make up for not getting your video to you. I'm going to load this up here in a minute, but just remember that these things that move, to get from one to the other, it can't just all be chromatic. It's got to have some kind of a starting point, this thing. And it helps you get through the octaves, which is something that you need to get really good at. Then on the way, remember 5, 4, 5, flat 5, 5. Sorry, 5, flat 5, 4. Anyway, that'll give you some stuff.